Hey everybody, Tate Morris, Hometown Realty, and I want to talk about the foreclosure process because I've been getting some questions on what does it look like to buy a foreclosure home. It kind of ties together with my episode a couple weeks ago on online auctions, and I've been seeing them kind of pop up a little bit more frequently again, just in the real estate market. So is this something maybe you've thought of? Pros, cons, anything to that matter? So today's episode is dedicated to the buying side. Next week, we're going to talk about the selling side. I hope you never have to go through that, but I'll give you some tips and tricks on that end. So let's talk about the buying side, okay? A lot of it is very similar to your normal buying a house. The issue comes into play in two ways. Number one, if the home hits the actual foreclosure process, you are now incorporating an outside entity, the bank, the lender, whoever it is that mortgage was through, you're now having to deal with that. So you might not have really much negotiation tactics. Number two is your financing side. Some foreclosure properties will not allow you to buy through FHA, government-backed loans, because it could be run down, could be certain conditions of it. Now, I'm not saying all foreclosure homes are run down. The majority that you see are, okay, just I'm putting that out there. But there are some that are in livable condition. A lot of it, though, ties together from once it hits the foreclosure process, it now is going to an online auction forum. So you have different conditions. So you might not be able to view the property. You might only have a set amount of time to view the property. And you might have to have the added cost, that 10% that I usually refer to in my other video, okay? So it just gets back to the online forum. My biggest tip, okay, if you want to get into the foreclosure process, whether that's short sale, pre-foreclosure, the actual auction side of it, basically speaking, sit down with your realtor, let's have a conversation, and let me know what you're looking at ahead of time. Because if I have my eye out, my ear out, and I hear somebody thinking like, well, I'm hitting foreclosure, or my friend is going to hit foreclosure, so they're in pre-foreclosure, I don't want to say the best time, but that is the time to hit it, because both parties can come to an agreement together and you don't have to incorporate the bank into that, or whoever the representative is. You don't have to incorporate them in there, because when you're in the pre-foreclosure side, you've missed a couple payments, you're in default, but you have not hit that side yet of full foreclosure where they're stepping in. So somebody has a hard time, whether it's health, a family member passed away, bills are stacking up, whatever it may be, you can take your ability to be able to purchase that property. Maybe you can find a way to help that said person out, and you can come in and help, and everybody can negotiate. It doesn't have to be an as-is sale, which they most tend to be. Maybe there's some repairs that need to be done and the individual can get them done. There's just a lot of different things that can come into play. So if you can hit it pre-foreclosure, because you have that mindset ahead of time, instead of just, let's run into this foreclosure property, have no idea what I'm doing, but I saw some videos on it and I'm interested, just back it up a little bit, take a little bit extra time, talk to your favorite agent. I'm here to help. And let's get a game plan together on finding those foreclosure properties really before they hit market, okay? I hope that makes sense. Next week, we'll talk about if you, which I hope never happens, or somebody again, hope that doesn't happen, enters into foreclosure, what's the best avenues you should do to incorporate it all out. All right, everyone, if you have any questions, let me know. Also, comment in the comments below if you've ever thought about entering into the foreclosure homes, right? 2009, is it going to happen again? I don't think so, but there will be some homes that enter the foreclosure. All right, everyone, have a good one, and see you next week.